All right, thank you so much. The very last segment on this program today, this one on ITV. Today, it's 21, just about 9 days to go. Talking about the ITV radio quiz and debate competition for schools here in Benin City. And of course, we do know that it's going to be a very big event. We have Mr. Brightence Ogiewmonyi, who has been coming to also motivate the children towards that direction and also tell us, his own contribution so far as that regard is concerned. Mr. Brightons, good morning on this morning on the ITV.
Good morning, Mr. Evans.
Yeah, so what do you have for us today?
And well, today we'll briefly talk about the Brightence inverters, the Brightence alternator boosters, and the Brightence stabilizers. Now, the Brightence inverter, by the grace of God, we have released the 2017-2018 model of the Brightence inverter. And this Brightence inverter is an inverter, apart from the fact that it has storm resistant facilities, double system circuit breakers, double system cooling fan, an inverter that does not use programming technology. It's an inverter that interacts with you, it communicates with you. It is a complete digital LED displaying pure sine wave inverter. Anything the inverter is doing, you see it being written on the screen. The inverter communicates with you at a time. Now, the 2018 model of this inverter has what is called Brightence efficiency inverter. The reason being that it's an inverter that you can adjust both, you can manipulate both the hardware and the software of the inverter. If you live in a community where, like the inverter you are looking at on the screen with 5 buttons as you are seeing it right now, this is the 2018 model of the inverter, 2017-2018 model of the Brightence inverter. Now, it's an inverter that if you live in an area where you have fluctuating voltage, in Nigeria, our normal voltage is 220 to 240 volts. So anything above 240 volts is high voltage. Anything below 220 volts is low voltage. Now, this inverter is an inverter that if you live in an area where you have low voltage, you can choose to reduce the peak at which the inverter senses its low voltage current. So when you can reduce that inverter to like 180 volts, and it will charge your battery to like 160 volts, even down to 100 volts, or even 90 volts. That will be like candle. It will be like candle light. That inverter will still be able to charge your inverter batteries for you, no matter the number, provided it is connected either in series or in parallel. Now, I want to let you know that this same Brightence 2018 model of the inverter is an inverter that, if you live in a place where you have a sudden fluctuating voltage of high voltage, I said anything above 240 is high voltage in Nigeria. So you can adjust the high voltage signal of the inverter to like 250 volts, to 260 volts, to even 270 volts. So that when they bring a fluctuating sudden high voltage, the voltage will not damage the inverter, neither the electronics being powered by the Brightest 2018 model of the inverter. Thereby, the inverter is now behaving like a stabilizer for you. And you see, the inverter is an inverter that, supposing you want to, maybe you live in an area where you have from BDC, maybe 6 hours on, 3 hours off, or 3 hours on, 6 hours off, and within that short period of time, you want to charge your inverter batteries, you don't want to use generator, you don't have money yet to buy solar panel to charge the batteries, then you can increase the charging current of the Brightence 2018 model of the inverter, and it will charge your battery within 3 to 4 hours. The batteries is fully charged.
What is the implication? Does it not have any implication?
Yes, you see, because we don't want Nigerians to abuse the inverter, is the reason why we now passworded it.
Okay.
So anytime the customer wants to adjust the charging current of that inverter, he or she will not be able to do that without contacting our customer care.
Okay.
So that we can monitor what they are doing with the inverter. So that you don't now over increase the charging current and you say you want your inverter to be full in 30 minutes. That would be absurd. And that means you'll be increasing too much current into the battery cells per minute. Yeah. So in order to avoid that, is the reason we passworded it.
Instead of passwording and expecting your customers to come back, why don't you just teach them what to do?
No, you see, we will teach you at the point of installation how to do or manipulate the product. However, in order to save the product and our company name, we don't want people to abuse the product. It's the reason the password is there. So that whenever the customer wants to do anything to that inverter, because you cannot manipulate both the hardware and the software of the inverter. So anytime the customer wants to manipulate the inverter, he must contact our customer care. It's a means for us to do an after-sale control of the product so that people don't abuse it by chance. I don't know if I get what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
Yes. Now, I want to let you also know that Brightence Electronics Company, by the grace of God, I have also said that if you buy maybe our 1.5 kVA or our 800 VA hybrid pure sine wave inverter, or maybe the analog ones, because we also design inverters that people can afford, cheaper ones that are analog, that are not digital. Look at these ones on the screen. These are digital inverters. You can see the screens. You can see the double system circuit breakers. Now, these type of inverters are pure sine wave LED displaying inverters. Now, if you want to buy, like this one you are seeing now on the screen, is the analog inverter. You can see it does not have a screen. It will only be showing you the charging voltage in figures. That's how that one behaves. Now, I want to let you know that if you buy like these smaller ones or these smaller inverters from us, that powers your basic electronics, your fans, your lights, maybe up to 4 television, 4 ceiling fans, your lighting point. That is the 1.5 kV or the 800 hybrid inverter. You buy those ones, and maybe after some years, you now say you want to buy a 3 kVA inverter that can carry 1 deep freezer, 4 to 5 television, 4 to 5 ceiling fans, or you want to buy a 6 kVA or 9 kVA inverter that can pump your 3 horsepower borehole, your ACs, and more deep freezers. You can always return the one you bought previously. Return it back to us. We calculate how many years or months you'll be using the previous one. We do the plus and minus, arrive at a price, and then exchange it for you.
Okay.
Then again, supposing
we'll take a short
introduce
pause now so that we can join. Okay, just go on.
Yeah, supposing you introduce 6 of your friends to come and buy the Brightest inverter, we will give you a free inverter upgrade. That means you introduce 6 people to come and buy Brightest inverter, and you are using a 3 kVA before. We will manufacture a 6 kVA for you, and then come and exchange it, take away your 3 kVA and upgrade to a 6 kVA that can pump borehole, that can carry ACs. That's what we do. But any inverter from 6 kVA and above is an industrial circuit. It's not something that you will pay today and expect to get that inverter immediately. No. You will give us 4 to 6 weeks to manufacture the product. Then you must have made a deposit into the company's account that bears Brightence Electronics Company International Limited. Okay. And we will issue you a receipt to say, yes, you've paid for this, you've made an advance payment, but the goods is not yet collected.
Now, how can prospective customers get in touch with you? Via email, phone number, or what?
Well, our office, Brightence Electronics Company International Limited, is located at number 30 Federal Government Guest College Road, near UBTH, Ugbowo, Benin City. Number 30 Federal Government Guest College Road, near UBTH, Ugbowo, Benin City. If you are coming from the express route from Usulu Lagos Road, just immediately after 4 Square Gospel Church, the next 2 buildings, you will see our signpost there. I want to let you know that that office is a corporate office where we sell what we've already mass produced or what we have already manufactured. Now, the office is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 o'clock to 3 p.m. But if you want to meet me, the chief inventor, in the office, then you come between 11 o'clock and 2:30 p.m. prompt. You will meet me in person in the office. Then I want to also let you know that if you want to talk with me directly, the phone number is on the screen. And I want to also let you know that if you want to check more details about the product, search Brightence Electronics Company International Limited on Facebook, like the Facebook page. You will get access to see all what we do. Then you can also search in YouTube, just type my name, videos of Brightence, and you will see all the things we do. Then I want to also quickly let you know that the 2018 model of the Brightence alternator booster is out, and also the Brightence stabilizers. If you want to buy the Brightence stabilizer, you make deposit, we produce it for you. Like I said before, it's a stabilizer that is second to none, a stabilizer the world has never seen before, a stabilizer that has a double system transformer. As you are connecting your, no matter how low your public power is, as it engages one transformer, it steps it up. As it engages the second transformer in the stabilizer, as it's coming out, you have your normal voltage.
Okay, perhaps so more we can
details
just stop it here because you're still going to be here tomorrow on the program this morning on ITV.